In this video, I will explain how to easily set up VS Code to program RP2040 and RP2350 powered devices like the Pico and Pico 2 in C. This video is an update to an old video of mine which described manually setting up the toolchain, but this method is significantly simpler. We are going to install the Pico extension in VS Code, which will install the required tools and demonstrate building, uploading and debugging the project on a Pico. You can find all the links that you need that I've used in this video down in the description. If you're looking for embedded systems, C programming and even home lab tutorials, then you are in the right place. Make sure you have subscribed to keep up to date. Right, let's get started. Firstly, if you don't have VS Code already, you can download it from code.visualstudio.com. Once installed, open VS Code. We're going to install the Raspberry Pi Pico plugin in a separate VS Code profile, and this is to avoid any toolchain conflicts with any other environments that you might be using in VS Code. Open the profile menu by going to the gear icon in the bottom left and selecting Profiles. Add a new profile using the Import Profile tool and pasting the following URL of the Pico profile template in the box. I'll put that link down in the description. You can rename the profile if you want, and once you're happy with it, hit Create. The Pico profile should now be created, and the extension will begin to be downloaded. Once complete, switch to that profile. Do this by going to the gear icon in the bottom left, then the profile and selecting Pico from the list. Then open the extension by clicking on the Pico icon in the left-hand bar. You may get a pop-up warning you that some elements are missing, and it might prompt you to install them. Make sure that you do. Now that we have installed the extension, we're going to walk through how to create a new project. To create a new project, navigate to the Pico plugins, New C, C++ project, and here you can also create other MicroPython or Rust projects if you want to. You'll see a page that opens where you can name your project and select the board that you're running this on. If you're using any third-party RP2040 or 2335 boards, I'll cover that in a moment. Name your project and select where you want to store it. Then select the features that you want to include. Hit Create and some final downloading may occur. Just let that finish, so the first time might take a little bit longer than it does in the future. I am going to use the Blink example from the Pico SDK for the remainder of this video, just as a demonstration. So I've just copied that code in here. You can compile the project by selecting Compile in the extension menu, and you should see it compile without errors. To upload your project to a Pico, press and hold the Boot Select button on the Pico whilst connecting it to your PC. Then press the Run button and you should see a terminal open and a line confirming that the device has been rebooted and your program should now be running. In this case, you can see that the LED is blinking. Now, what if your board is not a Pico or Pico 2 like I created earlier, or you want to change the board type during your project? Simply navigate to the Change Board on the extension menu, and you'll see a drop-down appear from the toolbar at the top. Select the board type that you are using from there. You may be prompted to restart the window, and this just rebuilds all the files that are required for this new board. Now, to debug a project, you need some sort of debugger. In my case, I'm using the Raspberry Pi debug probe. But you can also use another Pico to actually debug a Pico. In fact, I have a video on how to create one of these Pico probes. The link to that is in the cards above. Using the same Blink code, I'm going to add some breakpoints between the LED blinks as a demonstration, and then hit Debug in the extension menu. You can step through the breakpoints using the Continue button. In this case, you can see that when I continue through the code, the LED changes state in response to the breakpoints. If you are interested in a comprehensive tutorial on debugging the RP series of microcontrollers, then let me know down in the comments. To conclude, in this short video, we have installed the Raspberry Pi Pico plugin in VS Code which has enabled us to program RP2040 and RP2350 boards in C. I've walked you through how to create and build a program, how to upload it to the board, and even how to start debugging the microcontroller. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like on this video and consider subscribing if you have found this tutorial useful.